We want Spalding Football to take advantage of the newest technologies available to help our players stay as safe as possible. First, let's look at what brought us to this discussion and realize the adjustments we need to make. Last year, we had 43 players. How many concussions do you think we had? 9. If we had 43 players that had 9 concussions, that means 20% of the players in 2014 had a concussion. In fact, 2 of the last 3 years, it's been 20%. This infographic shows the concussion rate. The orange players received a concussion. The Spalding football coaches do everything possible to keep their players safe. They teach using the heads-up tackling technique. Have you ever heard of heads-up tackling? We'd love to show you a short introduction to the system we use to help them stay safe.
The 5 fundamentals of the heads-up tackle are the breakdown position,
feet, squeeze, back nice and tight, sink, hands,
buzzing the feet,
widen that base, come to balance, heel to toe, quick feet boys, quick feet,
feet,
the hip position, tack step downhill, keep that head up, see what you hit, sink in that hip position, load to explode, shoot, explosive opening of the hips, throw those hands, hips and hands, power, and rip, perfect double uppercuts,
dip,
rip, get to that backside, we're gonna put the front of the shoulder on them, strike up and through, work up and through, slide that head to the side, eyes up, rip and shoot, good work.
Let's take a minute to see where we stand right now. We're going to look at our current helmet inventory based on this non-biased Virginia Tech report just released in October of 2014. The report evaluated the top 26 helmets using the STAR evaluation system. The ranking scientifically estimates how many concussions a player would likely get in one season. For that reason, we're looking for the lowest number possible in the STAR value. Our current inventory includes 35 Revolution helmets. The STAR value for the Revolution helmets is 0.362, which means 0.362 chance of a concussion in 1 year. We have 15 Shot Air XP helmets, which have a 0.42 chance of concussion in a single year. And finally, in 2015, we've just purchased 5 Revolution Speed helmets, which have a 0.297 chance of concussion in 1 year. This is a summary sheet of the complete evaluation. You can see where our helmets set on the scale. We're about in the middle. Our players are not in danger, but we can do better. These are what the helmets in our current inventory look like. The bottom helmet is significantly different than the others. This is the helmet we'd like to purchase. They're ranked the best, and we have 0 of them. This is the helmet we would like our players to have. The Speed helmets we just purchased were $225. The Speed Flex are $330, plus the painting charge, totaling almost $340. We're asking businesses and community members to help us by sponsoring helmets. Speed Flex helmets have a .193 chance of receiving a concussion in a year, significantly less than our current inventory. Let's look at some of the scientific reasons the Speed Flex ranks higher than the others.
The Speed Flex is the new definition of the modern football helmet.
The Speed Flex helmet is the most ambitious helmet ever tackled by Riddell.
When we had these elite focus groups last year with the NFL guys, they really dug all the technology that was going into this and the thought process that was being used.
It does take a lot of discipline, and you have to take into account what the players want, what the coaches want, what the equipment managers want, what the trainers want.
It's not just a helmet design, if you will, for a design's sake.
And that was the ultimate goal, to have nothing on this helmet look like it was added on or an afterthought.
One of the things that we're seeing in the field a lot is questioning the flex part of the helmet and how does it work.
When we tested all the different types of shell materials, in certain areas, very flexible is a good thing. We found that in the front specifically, a flexible material works a lot better. We added a cut, which creates a flexible hinge point here. Inside, you've got your composite front pad.
It allows the front pad to not only compress, but it allows it to absorb impact energy and reduce the forces because it's shearing in the area that, that's more flexible. And remember, the HITS and SRS data shows that most of the impacts to players are to the front portion of their helmet, so improving it there only makes sense.
And it's not just that area, it's an improvement everywhere. We don't just only focus there. We're always trying to make an improvement on every area of the helmet.
I think one of the biggest things is being able to see the eyesight of the athlete.
Sight lines, narrower gauge wire, a lot of pieces to the face guard that work together.
Absolutely. So what we did, we actually took that angle and cut it up a little bit more. And what that allowed us to do is bring the face guard a little bit higher as well. So you no longer have these bars in your vision, and that also applies to the side and the angles on the side. Everything is improved. Vision is improved.
Being a former player, your sight lines are everything in the game. And the more sight lines you can create and the more peripheral vision you have, the better you are on the field.
We got a lot of good feedback from elite college players and NFL players. One of them was wondering aloud why the chin strap was the same and the chin strap buckles were the same as the ones that he was issued in 5th grade. So that was something good to hear, and it started us down the road for trying to improve it, trying to make something different.
I'm still playing now, and when I'm out there calling out plays, I can't have my chin strap strapped up because I can't talk, I can't yell loud enough for everybody to understand me. So I wanted something that I could just literally grab and it's on, just like a zip tie pretty much. And so we explored just about everything that we could. We're looking at cam locks, springs, snowboard bindings, just anything that we could get.
Socket ratchets.
Yeah, basically we looked at everything that was out there already and trying to figure out what would be our best solution for the player. Because one, you don't want it to disengage and just pop off the way a buckle does, but you also want it to be easy enough to quick pull onto the head.
We always talk about protection. First and foremost, it's about protection, but then we bring on that whole component of performance, the sight lines, weight, things like that. It's from a performance standpoint for an athlete, these things are super important, as well as the look. They want to look good, and I think with the Speed Flex, you guys hit a home run with it.
It is a slick design. Guys look at it, it's a strong design. It has a lot of definition to it. And in the field, guys like the definitions. They want to feel like they're the dominant guy. It creates an attitude on the field to look a certain way.
If somebody goes down the road of this is the future of football, to kind of correct them and say, well, no, this isn't the future of football. This is the here and now of football. Mm-hmm.
Please help us support the Spalding football team and help us give them the best technology available for their safety. The coaches are doing everything they can to help them stay safe. If you're willing to help, here's how. Please make your checks payable to Spalding High School. Please send your checks to this address so we can be sure the funds are placed into the appropriate account. The Barry Supervisor Union Accounting Department will send you a letter that can be used for your taxes when they process the contribution. Thank you for your time. If we can answer any other questions, please contact Carrie Lamb at 802-477-3601. Thank you.